Hey guys, it's Lady Hawkowl, the Awkward Witch, and so I'm going to be doing week 3 Pagan Challenge, Sacred Space. I want to say something first though. I know my last video was an emotional ramble. I apologize to everyone. I usually don't express my emotions that openly to the public, but I needed to get it out of my system. Didn't have anyone to talk to, and I made that video private, so you can't watch it again, unfortunately. But yeah, I just wanted to say sorry for having an outburst. About that thing. If you really want to know the details, I can't really tell you much, but I'm not really upset about it anymore so much. I'm still disappointed. I'm still confused by it. Keep asking myself questions about it, but anyway. I'm way past crying. Not upset anymore. Anyway, so yeah, those of you who have been following my channel, and have been subscribed to me, you've seen my altar a few times already. So those of you who are new, this is my altar. It has a scarf around it, and a paisley scarf, and it's kind of purchased for Emolk. Yeah, so this is my altar. This is my space. There's no pictures. There's just a blue ball. It's a box. It's a small box. It's, I don't know. It was a little over a foot across. I'm not very good with measurements, like seeing measurements without, just being able to tell how long something else is. So, anyway. It's basically a box. I kind of carry it to the middle of my room when I'm doing things with it. But for now, it usually just sits here. It's just this, really. And that's it. There's no space. To say sacred space would be wrong. It's just this little ditty here. This guy here. Everything else that I use is in a basket, my dresser, or in my closet, or just sitting around. See, actually, I'm gonna do this quickly. Yeah, this blue box is my stone box, and then I have some other magical things in that jar over there, and a fake green skull, sparkly skull I was using it for Samhain. But, yeah, basically this is it. So basically what I keep on here is the Tree of Life, a beautiful amethyst tree I got years ago. A spell pouch, my wand, some herbs, that's cinnamon, in a Indian artifact, stones, one candle usually, these fake sparkly leaf things that I actually got from a Christmas decoration. They fell off. A black feather with stones on it, bead flower thingies. Yeah. That's Caranos, the horned god, and an incense thing. I usually use my chalice for incense, actually, but sometimes I use it for wine or whatever. And I guess I'll show you some of the other objects here that I like to use. So here's some thingies. This is a piece of bark that fell off a tree or something. I did not take this off. This is pretty big bark. I like to hold things on it. As you can tell, I was melting some wax in it, or holding a candle in it. I kind of like to take this outside and use it as a little thing to put my magical items on if I'm doing things outside. But sometimes I use it in here. Ooh, I think it's breaking in the middle. Yeah. And then this is an example of the kind of incense I use. I have a bunch of these. I just bought a couple new incenses. I just bought amber actually, but yeah, I love this stuff. I love lavender. I like to use lavender in the morning and for focus. It's great smelling. This is something I like to use to like sprinkle water or salt or whatever around the room to cleanse the space. This is a little dish that I use. It's got a piece of paper on it. Weird. Okay. I got from a set from my mom's cabin stuff. I like to put offerings on here and things like that. And then this flower I like to use, especially for now and Yule. It's a fake poinsettia thingy. This is my cauldron. because I can't really afford a cauldron right now, even a small kind, so it's got a piece of incense in there, and it needs to be cleaned, but yeah, it basically uses my cauldron to burn things in. This is a little thing to stir whatever's in there, or, you know, put out the fire. This is a root, by the way, it's not just a stick, it came from, like, the ground. The tree was dead, so I decided to take out the root. And then this is just actually a spell I'm going to be doing on the new moon. It's a little prosperity spell thing. It's got cloves, basil, and other stuff in it. Yeah, this is stuff I like to use. I like to use that box if I'm plugging something in there. That's really it. I would love to hang a picture or something, but, you know, my wall has enough holes in it, so I couldn't use a tack. Excuse me. And then, you know, I don't really have a real space. Like I said, this is it. This is, to those of you who are new, I've told other people this before, but this box is technically like a giant makeup box. I used to use when I was performing ballet and stuff, and, yeah, it came with all kinds of makeup, but I stopped using it for years. It was hanging in my closet, so I decided to rearrange it and make it into a magic box that holds candles and oils and stuff. I think that I have a video about the details of what's in there. Why aren't you focusing? Hello? Okay, whatever. I have the, yeah, anyway, like I said, I have a video of the details of what's in this box, if you want to check it out. Why is this being so fuzzy? Oh, there's one more thing I want to show you guys. So, if you're like obsessed with Irish culture, people probably do things like this. But if I hear an Irish author, I'm like, ooh, I must read. So I actually heard this guy's name recently, Colm Toibin, something like that. And he has a series of books about people living in Ireland and their struggles and stuff. They're not very big and they're not very hard to read, but he really has a really rich way of writing. It's really beautiful. This is one of his early 1990s books called The Heather Blazing, and it's really got a pretty cover. Yeah, see, so people had really good things to say about it. And, yeah, I'm actually just starting to read this guy. I saw this guy's name somewhere, like on Druid Podcast or something. And then Mom just happened to have books on her kitchen. Like, right after I heard that name on the Druid Podcast, I was like, I'm just meant to read this. So, yeah, if you like Irish authors, check them out. Alright, well, I've got to do things, people, so have a great weekend and merry part.